My name's Rusty Sitton. I'm the redneck boat guy. I build two-cylinder racing outboard boats. I build the props to go on them, and we also sell a 33-foot catamaran named See Y'all Later. Hope you enjoy the channel. Well, howdy folks, good to see y'all. Hey, we're fixing to get started back on the boat. I've been working on a lot of different things for several weeks now. Been doing a lot of traveling, different places, so I really hadn't worked much in the garage, but I did go to Dallas here early on in the week and got me a brand new tool. I'm really excited for the garage. I actually cleaned up a little bit so I have space for it. But yeah, man, I got me a Shopsmith 5, look here. This thing is variable speed. It goes, it'll make a drill press going this way, or it'll also, you take the table off over there. Let's see where, yeah. You can take that table off and it's got a center point for a lathe over there. So I can be a lathe, I can be a vertical boring mill, I can put a sanding disc attachment on this, turn the table up and sand flat. I can put a saw blade on here, turn the table up and set it down over it, and I got a table saw. Or on this other end, let me go up a little bit. You can see that there's a really nice bandsaw that hooks to it, and that bandsaw board, that's really the first thing that I'll use, and probably the first thing I have used. I made a little item for in the house, but this bandsaw is going to be a wonderful thing. I'm really excited about that, and it's powered. You guys probably aren't familiar with the Shopsmith. I wasn't either, but they're all powered from this same head right here. And this head slides onto, it's got a little coupling right here, right? So you slide it loose, you undo it, and then uncouple it from that motor. And so you got a drive here and a higher speed drive down here. And then the same speed drive down here is on top. You turn it on, and then you run that thing up from about, I think, 700 to like 3,000 or 3,500 RPM. Infinitely variable as far as speed goes. But yeah, man, I'm excited to have that new tool in the shop. Really glad to get it. Primarily, I needed a drill press and I needed a bandsaw. So now I've got both of those, plus a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, the first project we're going to talk about here that I built, you can see it sitting on the other table on the end down there. We had a lamp that was real tippy, a little triangular base, and I took an old piece of shelving and used one of the 12-inch sanding discs as a pattern, cut out a 12-inch round circle, and then cut some scallops out of it on that same radius. And this little video is going to be about building that piece, and there it is cut out, fixing to get with it. I decided first I need to sand it flat, and then I'll probably use just my hand router to go around there instead of setting all that up. But I'm going to take a little bit of time there and smooth that surface before I route it. Alright, I just decided something. This has already got some distress marks in it. And our furniture, some of it's distressed looking anyway. So I think I may leave those marks in there, not try to sand them out, and distress it a little more. And that'd be part of the ambiance, shall we say, or the finished look of it. So let's turn this around. Get the part that I couldn't get to sanded, and then we'll figure out what kind of hammer marks or whatever else we're going to put on this thing. Make it look like it's got a little patina to it. Yeah, it's got some grain over here that's looking kind of cool. I'm going to see what I can do about doing a little bit more of that. May stain it and leave the stain in there and wipe it down. Make it look a little bit different. But I'm just about, I guess, to where I could go ahead and route it, because I've got, no, you know what? I think I'll work on distressing that surface a little more. And then we'll see what we're going to do. Get me a hammer or something and knock some dents in it. All right, I've got it sufficiently scratched and dented. Put a few little more knots in it and then sanded it back off to make it look like I tried to clean it up. Of course, I didn't really, but. All right, so now let's talk about maybe a router. All right, so I've selected a router bit that I'm gonna try here. I got it kind of leveled up like I want it. I'm gonna try a little test hit here on the test piece and see if it gives the profile that I'm kind of looking for. See what happens. Okay, let's look at that. All right, so how did it come out? Yeah, I kind of like that profile. Looked kind of antique-y looking. My execution wasn't that great, but if I keep going round and round, well, it was rough here on the edge. That's one of the reasons it's wavy up here. But this piece is nice and smooth, so it should put a pretty decent, looks like an old style edge to it. So maybe we'll do that. Let's try that. All right, well, it's moving a little bit. I got to tighten my clamp down. Okay, got a turner piece. Making a lot of chips, if that counts. Yeah, I think that's gonna be good. Kind of looks like an old lamp, doesn't it? Kind of ugly, a little bit chippy. Yeah, that'll be all right. All right, so let's turn it. And about like that, where I can get to the other bevels. It is kind of still wanting to turn on me a little bit, I guess. A little bit more than I expected. Thought it would clamp down better, but it's all right. Got a pretty good bite on it here. See what happens. I don't want to break it. Pretty good clamp on it. Let's try it again. All right, well, that's all the way around it. See what we got. It looks like something beat up and old. That's kind of what I was going for. Good thing. All right, so got a little base there. Got some notches in it. I think I'll sand that top back over and get these fuzzy edges off. But yeah, I think that's gonna work. And I'll drill for that. The lamp base has got 3 feet, but they're real small. I'll drill and screw them into the bottom of that plate after I get all this done. But yeah, I'm liking it. It looks wormy enough. First piece I made with my Shopsmith. What that does is that increases the size of that base, because it was really tippy with that really heavy globe way up high. So now it looks old and decrepit again. Kind of pleased with it. First Shopsmith project complete. Yeah, my patience kind of determines my finishes. So I tend to go for a little bit more distressed and quick, and it works good for me. I kind of like the look of it. The lampshade is one my mother made back when she was alive. It's stained glass that each one of the kids got. So it's really special to me.